My wife cheated on me because I don't make enough for her. We met in college. She was dazzling, confident, loud, beautiful in that effortless way that turned heads. I was quieter, the future engineer type, thoughtful, analytical, and by her standards, too simple. But somehow, I made her laugh. That was enough for a while. We got married at 26. A modest wedding, a one-bedroom apartment, and dreams of something bigger. I worked my way up slowly in a tech firm. I was making enough to support us, just not lavishly. She worked in fashion marketing, part-time for balance, she said. At first, it was fine. But then the cracks appeared. The sighs when I suggested we wait a few months before buying a new car. The passive-aggressive comments about her friends' husbands. The Instagram obsession with soft life, luxury bags, and vacations. The way she always seemed to need a little more. I kept working, kept grinding. Then one night, I found her phone unlocked. It was all there. Messages between her and Ryan, her gym trainer, photos, voice notes, hotel receipts. But the line that broke me wasn't any of that. It was what she said to him. He's a sweet guy, but he just doesn't make enough. I can't live like this forever. I didn't confront her right away. I sat with it, let it boil. I looked back on our entire relationship, on the quiet sacrifices I made, skipping nights out with friends to work extra hours, staying up late to plan anniversary surprises, buying her the things I couldn't afford because she deserved more. And now I saw the truth. She didn't love me. She loved the idea of what I could give her. I decided not to scream, not to cry. She didn't deserve that power. Instead, I made a plan. I started quietly separating our finances, created a second bank account, transferred funds gradually, stopped paying for her car until I got my bonus. She covered it with her savings temporarily. Paused joint investments. Told her I was taking a more conservative approach. I began saving fast and hard. Then I quietly reached out to an old friend, Leon, a fellow software engineer with connections. He worked at a startup that was about to blow up. He invited me to come on board early. The pay was lower at first, but the equity? That was the real treasure. I said yes. She didn't notice. She thought I was still stuck at the same job. I kept her thinking that. Let her believe I was stagnant, a safe, boring husband. Stable, but poor. Meanwhile, I was coding 14 hours a day, building tools, hiring talent, and within 14 months, the company got acquired. My payout? $5.8 million. Clean, quiet, private, and she had no idea. We were still together, though barely. She came home late more often, said she was staying with friends or working late. I didn't ask questions. Instead, I upgraded everything around her, just slightly. A nicer phone, a few extra restaurant visits, hints that I might be earning more. She noticed. Things getting better at work? She asked, intrigued. Maybe, I said. Nothing too big yet. She was calculating, weighing whether to stay. That's when I made my move. I told her I wanted to renew our vows, said I felt like we'd been distant, that I wanted to start fresh. She loved the idea, said maybe things were turning around. I planned it all, on my dime. A small, luxurious trip to Bali, five-star resort, private photographer, spa sessions, sunset dinner, the works. She smiled for every picture, posted every one, captioned them. Through the hard times and good, love always wins. Meanwhile, I had already contacted a divorce lawyer. The night before we flew back, I told her we should be honest with each other. Said I wanted to clear the air and talk openly. She nodded. So I started. I told her I knew about Ryan, told her how I'd known for over a year, how I had all the screenshots, photos, and proof backed up in cloud storage, how I could name every hotel they met at. Her face turned ghost white. She started stammering, apologizing, saying she was confused, that she still loved me. I just smiled. Then I pulled out the envelope. It had two things. One, the divorce papers. Two, a check for $50,000, the exact amount she had in her personal savings, which I had matched, just to be kind. I'm not going to destroy you, I said calmly. I'm going to set you free. You're clearly not built for a man like me. She cried, begged, cursed, said she thought I was broke. I leaned in and whispered, I was never broke. I was just waiting for the right moment to let go. She moved out within a week, tried to play the victim online, said I blindsided her. But I posted nothing, said nothing. Let people wonder. Turns out Ryan dumped her 2 weeks later. Too much drama, he said. She reached out months later, apologizing again. Said she missed me, that she didn't know how good she had it, I replied with just one sentence. You didn't want a husband, you wanted a wallet. Blocked her after that. I used the money to build a quiet empire, invested in 3 companies, bought a house in the hills, paid off my mom's mortgage, took a solo trip to Italy where I finally breathed without pressure. Then I met someone, not flashy, not into Instagram clout or designer bags. She worked at a local nonprofit, drove a 10-year-old car, wore secondhand jeans, and looked better than any influencer trying to look rich. On our third date, she asked what I did. I build things, I said. She smiled and said, That's hot. One day I walked past my ex at a shopping center. She looked tired, worn out, still chasing luxury, but this time with maxed out cards and an aging wardrobe. She saw me. I looked back, didn't stop, because revenge isn't just about payback. It's about rising quietly while they rot loudly. And when someone cheats on you for not being rich enough, let them choke on your success in silence. Like and subscribe, share if this happened to you or someone close to you.